presented with the WAVLINK USB4 MST 8K Universal Docking Station. So there is the dock. This is a surprisingly light dock. Most docks that I've dealt with are quite a bit heavier than this. So we can see we got our 3 USB-C ports there in the front. So we got a 20 gigabit per second, and we got 2 USB4s. We got our SSD flashing light. So that is actually for this guy right up here. So we can pull that cover, and we've got access to a full M.2 slot. And it is also capable of reading different sizes of hard drives. So if you got a short M.2 or a long M.2, it does not matter with this dock. So nice and easy to get to. I like that we don't have to get a screwdriver or anything to open that guy up. If we ever need to get access to that drive, we've got everything right there from the top and toolless until we get to that screw right there to actually put the drive in. We also got our power light. We got our power button. On the right side, we got our Kensington lock. On the left side, we have got our port that goes to our computer and some ventilation. And then on the rear, we've got 2 display ports, and we have got our power input. So nice and simple. We've got our quick start guide. So we have single display, dual display, and triple display. If you want triple display, got options for connected with DisplayPort 2.1 and DSC, USB4, Thunderbolt 4 or 5 hosts, or DisplayPort 1.4, so the previous generation with the same host. So with the higher end host, we've got 3840 by 2160 at 120 Hz across all 3 displays on a Windows system. If we're using the older DisplayPort 1.4, we got everything up to 60 Hz. So we got 120 Hz or 60 Hz. And it looks like the third display will be 2560 by 1440. So ideally, you're going to have that DisplayPort 2.1. On a Mac, we got same thing right here, and it looks like we actually got full 3840 by 2160 at 60 Hz, plus a 120 Hz even with that 1.4. For a dual display, we got 3840 by 2160 up to 160 Hz. On the Mac, we got up to 120 Hz. And for a single display, we can go all the way up to 8K, 7680 by 4320 at 60 Hz. And we got the same thing for our Mac. So not too shabby. Most computers are not going to be running 8K, but it is nice to know that we can do that with this if we want to. We got our USB-C to USB-C cable for connecting to our computer. We've got our power supply and our power cable. That is 100 240 volts. So that's good for international or domestic, and that puts 6.5 amps at 20 volts, full 130 watts. So that is not bad at all. So we just need to plug our power cable into the power supply, and that is going to use a 3-prong plug, and that will plug into the back of the dock. And it looks like they actually included a Phillips screwdriver, so we can get our hard drive mounted inside there without having to buy anything. So we are using a slotted mounting screw, so that slot is just going to sit right inside our M.2 right there in the end. We can drop in our M.2 and thread that in. This does not have any kind of a heatsink or anything on that, so you're going to have an M.2 in there that is self-sufficient, or you can always get one of those expanded heat sinks if you really need to have a hard drive that is fast inside an external dock. And we can see we got our power LED to let us know it is on. So our USB-C cable does say that it is rated for 80 gigabits per second, so that is quite fast. I'm going to plug that into the side. I'm going to unplug the power supply from my laptop, and we will plug the dock in there. So what I want to test there is, can it actually supply power to my laptop as well as all of the other ports? Okay, and it does say that it is charging, so that means I do not have to use the power supply that came with my laptop. I can use everything right here with this dock, plug that into my computer, supply power, as well as give me the extra hard drive and the expandability. Let's check that hard drive, and yes, it does see that new hard drive, so that's great. So let's go ahead and bring in a second display. This is using a DisplayPort to HDMI cable, so I want to make sure that that will work. Okay, and it did pick that up right away. I can take my windows, I can drag them from one display to the next, I can play video games over here, I can watch videos over there. Once you go dual display, it's hard to ever go back. So I was bringing in another display, and while I was doing that, I actually heard that the fan was kicking on here. So that is important. That means this does have active cooling. So very happy to see that. But with this, I'm using an HDMI to USB-C cable, and I'm going to plug that into the front. Okay, did pick that up. And there we go. So now we have got 3 displays. So we can drag that to the middle, drag it to the right. Once you go dual screen, it is hard to ever go back. And once you go 3 screens, then it's just that much better. So to test the hard drive speed, I am plugging that into my main computer. And we can see it did pick that up right away. The reason I want to use this is because this is using USB4. And to test that, we're going to be using Crystal Disk Mark, and I'm going to do a test on all. All right, so you got about 2,000 megabytes per second on the read as well as on the write, so that is about 4 times faster than an old SATA SSD. So for an external enclosure, that is not bad at all. So yeah, a lot of functionality out of that guy. Love that we got full USB4 as well as Thunderbolt support. Love that we got that extra hard drive capacity in there. So basically, what this means is when I go to work, because I don't even need to have a power supply for this guy, I can literally just take this guy from work, come home, plug it in, and that dock will supply power for my laptop, as well as give me the extra displays, give me access to that extra storage if I need it. Also very important if I got files that I want to keep at home, but I don't necessarily want to keep on a computer I'm going to be bringing to work. Plus we have the 2 display ports in the back, so I could just move this to the display port in the back. That'll free up 3 USB ports there in the front, so I can plug in hubs or keyboard or anything like that. I can do all that just with this one cable, and that'll make my life a heck of a lot easier. So overall, that is an excellent dock.